Hello, people. This is Brennan Anderson, Backyard Ninja Design. I'm just going to talk a little bit about Bad Mountain. I've been working on it still. Got some things to show off. I got a few rudimentary sound effects in, so if you hear anything besides my voice, that's all it is. No worries. Um, it's I call it kind of like a cross between like Bomberman and a roguelike. It's also kind of action. I wouldn't say RPG, but dungeon crawling, possibly. You could attribute that to it. Um, you got your standard attack with a pick of some sort. You got your explosives, all kinds of different explosives you can pick up and use. Um, what I'm talking about also is today is the stages. How I'm doing the stages, like this first stage area I'm in right here. Um, it is static, but elements in it are random. Like certain pathways through the stage will be open or closed randomly every time a person picks up to play it. That's one way of randomization. In this stage here, also the monsters are all static. This is different, depending on the stage. So I go over here. Now this place right here is also static with randomized elements. Um, let me see if I can give you an example how. Yes, you hear the mummy miners digging away at things in the background. I've just been poisoned by that stupid cave coon. Yeah, like okay, up here, if I walk off up here, I'm going to go to a room that is picked from a random group of rooms. Now, these rooms are static themselves, and nothing in them is randomized layout-wise, but mostly the monsters and the lootables and things are randomized in them. I have about 12 of them done right now for this first set of stages. I'd like to have 25 per major stage set. So like for stage 1 through whatever, have 25 to pick from for the random side rooms. Now this room will be different every time you go to play it. I mean, unless you've already seen the room in here once before, but I got different kinds. I got ones themed around just one kind of monster type. Different shape layouts, obviously. This one looks like, this is the cave coon nest is what this one is. Now my reasoning behind creating the stages this way instead of just going 100% random is when you go 100% random, typically you wind up with combinations that they just come off. Well, I mean, as computer generated, like you can't just get a room that's specifically made to be like one thing. Like it may have been used to be a storage room at one point in time, with the right decor and that kind of stuff, and you might not be able to have certain scripted events and things like that. So I'm just kind of combining the two, in that way. That's always been one of my bugaboos about randomly generated games. So I'll try to do what I can to, work around it my own way. So let's see. I don't have it to show off. I've been working on the boss design. I got to do the boss room for this first set of stages. And how I'm going to do that is the boss itself will be the same every time, but I want him to have maybe 3 or 4 different attack patterns chosen from a random list of attack patterns. So every time you fight it, it has different methods of attack, and you'd have to know different ways of getting around those and damaging it and such. Let's see what else. Oh yes, I got to make quest rooms. Those branch off of side rooms just like that random one up there did. But they're not action rooms. They're not rooms where you walk around and do stuff like this. They're more or less like a little kind of like a mini cinema with choices to it. Um, and whoop, my light went out. There we go. Anyway, say like someone has something that they want done, or there's something you can do to get an item. If you choose to take it, it'll generate whatever is needed somewhere in the stage, and you have to go track it down or whatnot. And shop rooms are like quest rooms where they're not action rooms. And of course, there's different kind of shops I have listed down. Like some of them sell certain items over other items, and one of them is like a barter station where you can try to barter stuff you have on you for what they have in the shop. That kind of stuff. Let's see. What the? I can talk about some of these block types here. This is a dirt block. They go down relatively easy. Let's see. This right here is a stone block. They take extra hit. This right here is a cave-in happening. I don't have any camera effects or anything like that yet. But there's a chance of cave-in every time you knock down a pillar or a block. Excuse me. Sand block. It'll knock down adjacent sand blocks. That right there is a ghost, and they don't attack and damage you, but they will. When they hit you, they kind of enter your body and they can cause bad effects. Like the more possessed you are, the worse off you'll be. Like up here in the corner, upper left, you'll see I had dead luck and hallucinations. I don't have the hallucination object done, but basically what that's going to do is randomly create fake item drops and monsters. So you don't know if it's real or not. Yibbity-doo-dah. And the worst part of possession, if you get possessed so much, is your controls will get reversed. Okay, here's a good example of these sand blocks. There, see? They cascade like dominoes. See, monsters. You've seen these cave humans. They're pretty standard. They can react to certain sounds and certain smells. They don't like poopy smells. So if you see like a pile of animal scat land somewhere and you stomp it or step on it, they will flee away from that smell somewhere else. They also don't like loud explosions or loud noises rather. So if you set off a dynamite stick in their vicinity, the sound will cause them to run. So that they're fodder enemies basically. The mummy miners, they have problems. I'm thinking about tweaking their field of vision a little bit. But what they basically do is they will hammer away on blocks, and they can eventually break them. They're not as powerful as you are at them, but if you knock them down with a melee attack, it doesn't kill them. They will get back up eventually, but you have to blow them up with an explosive really to take care of that problem. You see little random item drops out of these things. That was money, like gemstones or whatever. Let's see what other monsters we're gonna find around here. I think there's a stalker class monster up here. Should be somewhere around the middle unless he's moved out. There he is. That's Bad Eye. They're pretty deadly. They do a lot of damage. They will follow you. Once they notice you, they will follow you for a very long time, and they're very good at finding you. So they got a decent range on their attack. They'll charge at you. This kind is there's certain light objects that you can get, like candle hats and things like that, or lamps that have like a forward directing light, and if you hit them with that, they'll flee. They don't like it. Let me kill them here. Try to anyways. You take a couple blasts to take out. There. Now he's dead. He will resurrect in about a minute, and when he does, his stats will randomly increase. So he will always be here in this stage. Um, Always be alive, no matter how many times you kill him. But every time you kill him, he's going to get harder. So, I mean, you could, sit here and farm him for a few things that he drops, like bones and meat. But he's going to get faster and have higher hit points, and it's probably going to be pretty dangerous eventually if you want to go that route. But hey, it's a possibility. You can do it. Let's see. I didn't see any bears spawn in there. I'm not sure if there's any bears in these couple rooms. These couple rooms here are more straightforward to the boss. They're not randomly picked from a list. Yeah, this is a lot of mining going on in these next couple. The stage after this one is more like a staging hall where they have a bunch of mine carts and chests that you can get items from. Yeah. These sometimes drop stuff. They'll tip over when it's your chances on that are out. Also, some of the monsters will react to each other too. Sometimes they can infight if you get them to accidentally hit each other. There's a room I call Bearmageddon that will randomly generate in that is just chock full of bears, and they're all locked up behind sand blocks. And when you let them out, they'll all just go to town on each other. It's just a big ass fight, and you can get stuck in the middle of it. Gotta be careful. Here's a bunch of chests. This is the room I was telling you about. There's a different pick. You can pick up the pick, and you can swap out between two different picks at any time. You can only hold that many. This is a lousy crush pick. That's just a crush pick that has only like 5 uses to it. They're powerful. They're good for destroying just about any kind of block right now. Pardon me. They only got so many uses. Whenever you hit, yes, and it swings a little bit slower than the other ones do. But whenever you hit a monster or a block, it'll... Well, maybe it is only blocks. I thought I had it in... No, that's right. I didn't put it in as monsters either. Yeah, anyways, when you destroy a block, its durability will go down. Yeah, see, it's not advisable to attack those things with picks, but this thing's very powerful, so a couple swings and I managed to get it. I gotta change some code revolving around these things because they kind of obstruct the movement in some places. Mine carts. I'm just rambling about random shit, so you know. That's fine. See if I can get anything else out of these chests. Boop. There's a fang pickaxe. Those are, yeah, see, he's back up again. He looks like he's gained some speed. I think that's all I really got to show right now. Yeah, it's coming along pretty well. I'm staying away from doing artwork for it until a little bit later down the line. So, wow, I just got hammered by ghosts. These guys are after me. I think I'm going to increase the size of the character's attack hitbox too. I mean, when you attack, the size of the pick thing, because it's kind of puny right now. When you're trying to hit diagonally, sometimes you miss where it looks like you shouldn't miss. That kind of stuff. Alright, I gotta stop talking about this. I think maybe I'll throw up some red ice stuff next. Okay, red ice stuff. Here is, this is Anime Studio Pro, and this is just an animation file for the Tubbs character and the Smiley team outfit. All this stuff over here off to the side, these are the chunks and bits that I use to complete the full animation. You'll be seeing them flail around like idiots over there. But in here is the actual window where the magic happens. Let's see. There, as you see. And what it is for each one of these poses, like the body is just one body, and I'm able to use bones to manipulate parts of it. So it speeds up the process. You would think that making all these small chunks and stuff would cause more time to be taken to have it happen, but that's not correct. At least for me, anyways. It's actually, I've done the math. I've because I keep time records of how long it takes me to do things, like even just certain portions of it. And on the whole, I shave off a couple hours of work time doing it this way instead of just freehand the whole thing. Um, there's and then after that, I can see if I want to make another team outfit. I just draw them over the other poses and the parts, and when I bring them in, I just swap them out, and bingo, it works. And that saves even more time because I don't have to redraw, and reanimate it all once again. So that's just a small example um, of a shoot animation and some of the methodology and stuff that goes behind it. Lots of layers. Lots of layers. There we go. Okay, let's see what else. Boop. I've been working with Daniel Strength i6, getting the rough layout of the character select or the game setup screen. Um, Basically, it's six people can play at once locally. I don't know if that'll change to over the web or not, but right now it's just local. And anyways, a typical player will have their own little space here, and they will enter their name. There's the alphabet is here in this box. They put the letters in. Their name shows up here. You're going to have stats here for the character type you pick. You come down here, you can pick the head and you can pick the body type. And then finally you pick the team, which will be represented by a logo of some kind. And then you select ready and you're ready to go. So that's just another quick little thing about it. There's a whole crap ton more stuff I could show you, but I don't want to waste any more of your time. So that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching, and who knows when I'll roll out another one of these. We'll just have to wait and see. Alright, take care and enjoy your weekend.